Gentlemen, I get the sense that, of course, naturally, all private sector companies, frankly, have a fiduciary duty to maximize profit for their shareholders. That's a fact, right? Now, from the government or the society side, the goal, I guess, should be to set up systems which encourage companies to be efficient in pursuit of maximizing profit, right? Maybe let me switch the discussion over to consumers a little bit. Do you think that for the average consumer, the incentive structure is there to be energy efficient? I confess, when I go to the shop and buy, let's say, a refrigerator, I hardly know whether or not the fridge I'm buying is energy efficient.
Those incentives that the government is giving, all right? I'm talking between you and me, all right? The incentive are more targeted to the industries. What have you got in terms of encouraging you to energy besides your fridge, you see? Now, if you want to put in FIT to use solar photovoltaic, all right? If I'm an industry, if I'm a company, I get ITA, I got what is that? The pioneer status and all that. But if you are an individual owner, all right, and you put your photovoltaic on top of your house, well, there's argument to say photovoltaic is not efficient, but you must understand, even though it's not efficient, it is not using any of the thermal energy. To me, it's not. Otherwise, you don't use it, you waste it. But leave that aside. All right. What incentive have I? What incentive have I to use photovoltaic in this particular case? If I buy a computer, I think I can get some tax benefit in terms of $3,000 of deduction. If you do feeding this photovoltaic on top of your roof, you see, it doesn't give you. The only thing is your own personal satisfaction that actually I'm reducing the carbon footprint. You see, I had mine before the FIT comes to play, 2007. My wife asked me how much it cost. Then it was 120,000 for 4.2 kilowatt peak. I said, what's your return? I said, hardly any return lah. I say, but when I buy you a diamond ring, I did ask for return. People have to have a different concept in terms of energy. You are actually, if you are do energy efficiency, you are saving some of our energy resources more to our children and grandchildren. Right? That is one way for you to look at energy efficiency as well, not just financial efficiency. I remember at the time when gas was in Sarawak for $1 per million BTU. They don't want to use combined cycle, even though combined cycle can go 50%. They say, financially, it's better for me to be open cycle. Is that efficiency, energy efficiency? Is that responsible or not? You are better judge of it, you see.
You as customers, me included, we are demanding more and more of a better quality of service without any interruption. Hence, I would say this is to help us all understand that this is a growing system, there's growing level of expectation of the quality of service. Hence, this will have to be provided. Unfortunately, it costs money. There's iron, there's steel, there's copper, there's a lot of things that will have to go ahead to deliver this point. Now, I want to introduce the phenomena or the topic called customer empowerment. What Philip was alluding to just now is what I thought the general term is customer empowerment. The empowerment means that you take charge of how you consume electricity, how you control the bill at the end of the day. One day, perhaps, let's all have a dream. My dream is that each consumer will be empowered such that you know exactly how much are you consuming. At that rate, how much will your end demand bill be to pay the TMB or whoever is providing the service. Now, I think only then that you will realize, I have a list here, 2 minutes. Simply switching off the lights in the rooms and not in use. Setting the aircon thermostats at higher temperature. Changing fluorescent tubes or lights to LED ones. Switching electrical appliances off the mains, not leaving that small, tiny pilot light glowing through the night, and that's consuming power, mind you, it's not for free. Each small LED red or green light that is sort of twinkling at night is about half a watt to 1 watt of supply. You multiply by your appliances, your computer, your Astro, etc. You total up, you can save quite a bit of money. Somebody has said that he has already saved 20 or 30 ringgit on a monthly bill after that we had the discussion in the office. And then there's things like There are some energy guzzlers in the system. You have a fridge, you have a freezer, you have air, the tumbler, the dryer. All these are big consumers of electricity. Are we conscious enough when we choose this particular appliance? Are we going for the star rating? Is a 5-star or 4-star or 3-star? And all this would add up to how much you consume at the end of the month.
My comment on this is this: you are preaching to the adults here. See, I think a more effective way, the way I find it, is if actually you should educate those in the schools, you see. And if you educate those in the schools, when the children come back and tells you, hey, why are you doing this? Why are you doing? I think that is more effective. I find this in terms of recycling in Taiwan. It is taught in the school. So when the children come back to the school, you tell the parent, you should not do this, you should not do that. And if the children tells you that, to me, that is more effective than for Dato Razak to tell you don't switch it off.